Coming up on this edition of New England Ski Journal, we look into all there is to do in the Mount Washington Valley. Eating, drinking, shopping, and learning a little history. Plus, skiing at Wildcat and Attitash. Welcome. It's ski season and thousands of outdoor enthusiasts have already made the trek to the Mount Washington Valley to one of the many ski resorts in the area. North Conway, New Hampshire is the ski town where people usually land first when coming to the valley, but a growing number like to make their first stop just 10 minutes south in Conway, New Hampshire at Tuckerman Brewing Company.
We definitely get people on their way up. They got to stop here before they get to their chalet. And we definitely get people to come afterwards and have that après. And now that we have pizza, you can come have dinner and sit.
We're really chill here. You get to pick any seat you'd like to sit in the house. You go over to the bar to order your beer and food. You can choose to play some board games. You can choose to bring in your own board games.
But the main attraction at Tuckerman Brewery is the beer. It's something they've been perfecting for 26 years. Tuckerman Pale Ale is their signature beer, but they're coming out with new ones all the time.
We do 2 batches a day, 5 days a week. And most of the stuff we do is bottle conditioned, so it's carbonated naturally. The bottle conditioning for us is fairly unique because it definitely gives you a layer of flavor that you wouldn't have if you didn't do that process.
You will see our beer in our drafts like on almost every ski resort. People will go there and have a pint and then come visit us for the live music after their ski day.
The menu at Tuckerman Brewery is kept simple, but people love it.
Chef in the kitchen comes out with outstanding pizzas, new special every week. We just started doing soups too, so you can bring the family, have dinner, listen to music.
A lot of people do come here on the weekends to listen to music. A lot of local bands, and we've been actually expanding to other bands as well.
We've got some huge bands coming up, Mallet Brothers, Keller Williams, a higher education band, great dub band.
It's really awesome in the summer, especially out in our field where we can have up to 500 people. They'll spend their whole day here and just having a good time.
And there's more.
On Monday nights, we offer an industry night, so anybody in the music industry, food industry in the valley, we offer 20% off their entire check to bring those people in on their days off. Tuesday nights, we host a music trivia. Wednesdays, we have cornhole that gets played out back in the brewery, which is super awesome to be playing in between everything that's going on back there. And then on Thursday nights, we host a regular trivia, and then we go right into our music weekends every weekend.
So whether it's après or dinner on the way into the Mount Washington Valley, bring the family and friends to Tuckerman Brewery.
The atmosphere here is we're all friends. You know, we all get along, we all have a good time. We're grinding out beer for the masses, but at the end of the day, we're also sitting and having one and laughing. And I think that is the best part.
I think it's just the beginning. I think there's a lot of things that are going to come out in the next 5 to 10 years that continue to grow and bloom, and this place is just going to become more and more exciting, not just during the winter, not just during the summer. I think an all year round kind of place that you want to come hang out when you come to visit Conway, New Hampshire.
Stay with us on New England Ski Journal. When we come back, we'll show you all the fun you can have at the Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. And we'll look at 2 of the most popular resorts in the Mount Washington Valley, Wildcat and Attitash. New England Ski Journal is brought to you by Country Ski and Sport, a family business celebrating over 50 years of exceptional service. By Hestra Gloves, taking care of your hands since 1936. And by Great Glen Trails, your one-stop destination for winter adventure at the base of Mount Washington in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.
Hey everyone, Ray Stenson here at Country Ski and Sport. Today it's all about snowboards, boots, and bindings. If you've been on the slopes lately, you've noticed snowboarders everywhere. The sport has exploded in popularity. Super fun and awesome way to get on the slopes. The snowboard we're going to look at today is the Ride Twin Pig. The Twin Pig is an all-mountain twin board designed for the advanced level rider. Someone who's looking to go into the woods, be on groomers, and search for pow. What I really like about this board is its small design, yet it packs power. When you're on the chairlift, it feels like you have nothing on your foot. The Ride brand has been around for a long time, always making super consistent snowboards. Up next is the Burton Ruler Step-On Boot. When you're looking to buy a snowboard boot, you really want to get fit, but also it's important to maybe get a feature like a BOA. The BOA feature is going to make it super easy to tighten your boot. It's important to get fit by a professional for a snowboard boot so that you get performance and comfort. This is one of the best new technologies in the snowboard world, the Burton Step-On Binding System. The best part of this binding is there's no more adjusting the straps, you just step in and hit the slopes. A lot has changed in snowboard technology, so make sure you come down to Country Skiing Sport in Quincy, Westwood, or Hanson, where we can help you get into the right snowboard package.
From North Conway to the bottom of the Mount Washington Auto Road is about a 30-minute drive, but it's worth it for a day at the Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center.
This is a really special location, and anyone who comes to recreate here can feel that. We have one of the best views of the northern presidentials, probably in the whole state. We have some beautiful birch glades and hemlock forests as you either snowshoe or cross-country ski. This location is just unparalleled. The Mount Washington Auto Road is the oldest man-made tourist attraction in the United States. It was opened in 1861, and Great Glen Trails was created in the late 1990s as part of the package to develop this whole region as an outdoor destination. For cross-country skiing, we have one of the most meticulously maintained trail networks, around 27 kilometers of perfectly groomed trails for both skate and classic skiing. The tubing hill is perfect for anyone and requires absolutely no skill whatsoever. Families come here, kids between the ages of 2 and 82. Everybody smiles on the tubing hill. Snow Coach is a really unique experience. It's a passenger vehicle that we've outfitted with these snow tracks, and it enables us to take folks up about an hour-and-a-half tour that goes up to treeline on the Mount Washington Auto Road. It's warm, it's heated, you can learn about the history of the Auto Road, what makes Mount Washington so unique, and also perhaps get to experience some of this amazing weather that we get on Mount Washington. We are blessed to be able to live in this community and work here because there's so much access to outdoors activities. You can find us at greatglentrails.com. Of course, you can't talk about the Mount Washington Auto Road and Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center anymore without talking about our newest part of this campus, if you will, the Glen House Hotel.
The same families that own the Outer Road and Great Glen Trails also own the Glen House. As guests of the hotel, many of the features, use of the trails we pay for. The hotel features 68 guest rooms. The rooms on the back side of the hotel are premium rooms and all have the views. The Notch Grill is comfort food with a twist. We're very proud of our bartending team. They have a really interesting and diverse menu. The hotel is all about sustainability. We have geothermal heating and cooling, so our electric bill at this point is really quite small compared to a hotel of our size. Go to our website, which is theglenhouse.com. You're going to find packaging there for a whole variety of amenities.
Now that we have lodging on property, it really makes this destination a place to come in all seasons. Find us, come play. It is a spectacular location.
It is also right down the road to one of the most scenic and most challenging mountains in New Hampshire. Wildcat Mountain in Pinkham Notch offers terrain for all abilities, a rustic hardcore vibe, and some of the best snow in New Hampshire. Wildcat Express Quad will get you to the top in under 7 minutes, where you will be blown away by the views of Mount Washington, as well as the varied trails down. We still have a few stops to get to in the Mount Washington Valley. When we return, we'll do a little shopping in North Conway and skiing at Attitash. New England Ski Journal's Base Camp podcast is the weekly podcast on the New England ski scene and beyond. Be sure to download Base Camp wherever you get your podcasts or at skijournal.com. In North Conway, New Hampshire, you can spend days discovering all the small shops. But if you love to cook or just eat, make sure to check out the North Conway Olive Oil Company and House of Jerky.
The smoke is really unique.
I've never had a smoked oil.
Yeah, that's very unique. My name is Bill Kittredge. I'm the owner proprietor of the North Conway Olive Oil Company, located downtown in North Conway, New Hampshire. Also have a sister store next door, which is the North Conway House of Jerky. We have over 85 flavors of vinegars and oils. Now, all the vinegars are aged 12 years in Italy. They're all non-GMO. There's no preservatives, no added sugars. The olive oils, they come from all over the world. 6 months of the year, they're from the northern hemisphere. 6 months of the year, they're from the southern hemisphere. So in this place, we call it chasing the crush. So look at the color of that. Wow. So that's only been crushed 3 weeks ago. Our staff is very talented, very experienced, and what we like to do is kind of show you around, show you how to mix the oils and the vinegars, tailored to based on what you guys like to do. You can take that oil and then you can mix it with a pomegranate, and now you're doing a chicken marinade. You can take that and mix it with the peach, and now you're doing pork chops. If you want to mix it with a apple, now you're doing pork. If you want to mix it with a raspberry, now you're doing a raspberry vinaigrette. And lastly, if you want to mix it with a Neapolitan herb, now you're doing steak, lamb, and portobello mushrooms. So one oil, 5 different vinegars, all applications. We always want to have the freshest extra virgin olive oils, always have the highest biophenols, which are good for you health-wise. We have some olive oils that have been voted healthiest olive oils in the world for 3 years in a row. So I drink 2 tablespoons a day for blood pressure, cholesterol, Alzheimer's. In addition to olive oils, we have olive wood, we have pastas, spices, gift bags, cruets. We have 12 different kinds of olives. Cool thing about the jerky store is when you walk in there, you're blown away by all the amount of flavors in there. Not only is it different taste, but it's also different heat factors. There's over 75 flavors. So the nice thing, we have mild, gets more robust as you go down here. But a couple of my favorites, teriyaki, Western, which is a cross between black pepper and teriyaki, chipotle bourbon, then it gets hotter. Ghost pepper, reaper. We have different kinds of meats, like brisket, biltong, which is South African jerky. We have mushroom jerky, turkey jerky, and on this side over here we have exotics, camel, kangaroo, whiskey rabbit, wild boar, shark, trout, you name it, we got it. We also have a store at the Settlers Green. That's a combination store of olive oil and jerky. Definitely come down and check us out. We promise you when you come in, it'll be a taste to excite your imagination, and we look forward to seeing you.
ncoliveoil.com and northconwayhouseofjerky.com are the 2 websites for more information and to order all of their delicious items. Over in Bartlett, New Hampshire is Attitash Mountain Resort. Like Wildcat, Attitash is owned by Vail Resorts, and they pay special attention to snowmaking and grooming. Attitash consists of 2 mountains, as Bear Peak was developed in the 90s. Both mountains have high-speed quads going from base to summit. When we return, we visit another North Conway hidden gem, plus a trip to the New England Ski Museum, a unique place that combines education and fun. Welcome back. We are coming to you from North Conway, New Hampshire in the Mount Washington Valley, where you can always find a great breakfast or lunch at 27 North.
I've known Andrea from Delaney's, and when she opened this place, we definitely made it a point to come and visit. Love the menu, it's very eclectic.
I really like it. I got Oreo pancakes, and you got Barney pancakes. These
Fruity
are
Pebble
it's a
and
real deal.
Oreos.
Oreos. This bacon is also good.
We usually stay across the street and we come here. They always are friendly and they have awesome coffee here too, so it's kind of a known thing that their coffee is good.
I love the breakfast. I think the coffee's the best in town.
Blueberry pancakes, crispy bacon. You can't beat it. I think they make everything with love, and that's why everything's so delicious.
I love coming to 27 North because it's right next to the mountains, it's right next to the train across the street, and it's by the amazing M&D Playhouse. And let me tell you, the food here, you can't beat it.
I like the home fries, yeah.
My favorite is the Bloody Mary.
They have the best Bloody Marys in the valley, hands down.
We love the tots.
And the tots, obviously.
I think these pancakes are really good, and the French toast.
Steak's good. Fast Fort rare. It's nice.
I like the music. I also like the old license plates. That has a little bit of atmosphere.
The drinks are good.
When you come up here on a weekend and you see all the people doing flights, and you're like, how can they like that many different flavors? But they dig them.
The staff is awesome. It's a great atmosphere. You see other locals here.
And for a breakfast place, they're not all about turning over tables. Like, they allow you to sit and enjoy your breakfast without ever feeling rushed.
All the kids at work are fantastic. Everything's a good vibe. It's very comfortable.
If you're in the area, definitely check it out.
The vibe is amazing. The food is delicious every time. Come, 27 North's the best.
And finally, you may love to ski the White Mountains, but it's also important to understand the history of skiing in New England. That's why a visit to the New England Ski Museum is a worthwhile experience for the whole family.
History is not just names, dates, places. History is a way of looking at the past in order to contextualize and understand the present, and perhaps be able to, look into the future and forecast. My name is Tim Whitten. I'm the Executive Director at the New England Ski Museum, and we are in one of our 3 buildings. This one is in North Conway. We call it the Eastern Slope Branch. We have another location in Franconia at the Notch, and then we have another hidden one. It's the archive building. It's tucked away over on the side of Cannon.
The idea for a ski museum began in the early 70s with an informal group of collectors.
They started as a book group, and then at some point realized, hey, there's something here we really need to be preserving, we really need to be collecting to a greater degree. So I think most of them had barns, and by '77 they started loading up their barns with stuff.
And now, much of that stuff is on display and available for research at the museum. The initial growth of skiing in New England was due to several factors.
In the United States, skiing is not really a form of recreation until just after 1900. And it's a lot to do with Teddy Roosevelt and the strenuous life. And that really percolated into some of the college outing clubs. Dartmouth College, of course, being a big one, Harvard being one too. They got onto skis and they went straight to Mount Washington. A lot of these college kids that grew into adults and ski racers and coaches, and really the founding people of skiing in New England, it was Mount Washington. It was that backcountry, it was Tux.
Advances in transportation also contributed to the growth of the sport.
Ski trains, especially to North Conway, the ski trains were going all across New England. There's the Boston and Maine iconic image going right over here to get off and go to the multitude of ski areas in the Mount Washington Valley.
And finally, the immigration of some famous European ski instructors during World War II.
Hunter Schneider is the rock star of skiing in the teens, 20s, 30s in Europe. And he comes here. Comes to New England, he comes to New Hampshire, comes to the Mount Washington Valley. You know, we can learn a lot from the industry as a whole, how it sort of boomed post-war, had a little bit of a contraction, another giant boom in the 70s, and then another contraction to ostensibly what it is today. We're growing our collection still every single day, and we're looking forward to making it more accessible for people.
Go to newenglandskimuseum.org for more. I'm Meredith Gorman, and we'll see you next time on New England Ski Journal. New England Ski Journal is brought to you by Country Ski and Sport, a family business celebrating over 50 years of exceptional service. By Hestra Gloves, taking care of your hands since 1936. And by Great Glen Trails, your one-stop destination for winter adventure at the base of Mount Washington in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.